Yeah, I definitely believe so, and that's somewhat how I started to evolve as a human and as a father and as a coach. As I used to be very yell, 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 and why can't you get this and this and that, and understanding that this is a process. The fact that I want things to happen so quick, and that's what you get. You get all these kids that want to be so great so fast, but you got to put in the work. You haven't put in the work, then there's not much we can do, and that's just time. You can apply yourself, but you have to be doing the time. Coming back to your question, I apologize.
Go
The
ahead.
the I think it's actually more beneficial to be more of a guide rather than punch down on people, unless you really have an innate ability to read people and understand what they're capable of and what they want out of this whole thing. Like you understanding where you came from, I could do whatever I want to train you to get where you want, because you're gonna do that. I would sit there and I'll share with you guys. I would sit there and we'd be doing punches and crossing it over, and I is literally half the man that he was then. And he'd be running punches and he'd start to give me his bullshit, doing this stuff. And mind you, when I first started, I asked you, what's the goal and what do we want to get? I want to get on this. I want to do this. Da da da. Okay,
Right.
I'm holding that to you every morning that I get there at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna come with that same vibration that I came with when you told me I'm gonna pay you X amount of money to do this, and I need you to come through for me.
Right.
So when you're not doing what you sought out to do back then, I'm going to remind you why you're doing this.
That's good.
And
Gotcha.
and bringing up your daughter. Hey, if your daughter and your kid were watching,
Yeah.
are you gonna drag your butt and act like you're tired right now?
Right.
And I said, they're watching right now. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
And pop, pop, pop. All of a sudden, everything changes, and then it starts to help you realize that you making the decision. This isn't us. It's this. This tells us to do all that stuff. And so when it comes to training somebody, it's understanding them a little better. If they're just in it to make money, but they come from some place where they've never had it, and it's so alien to them, and they want this different lifestyle. They want security and stability and longevity for their family. That might be someone that you can kind of throw the kitchen sink at, and they might go. If it's someone who, I'm kind of into it, but maybe they're too passive. Maybe they're not really ready to make it their life. It's going to be a little softer, so they can kind of see, what is this really what you want, but not throw them into the fire. And it's